Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, dear friends of the Armenian National Committee of Australia. Tonight, as we gather to mark 50 years of service and advocacy, I want you to imagine a house, our house. It is large and it is mighty, with foundations laid by the bare hands of visionaries, individuals who knew that their people needed a home for their voice in this country. Its walls have been raised by generations of Armenians, by hands young and old, by elders who carried the memory of injustice, and by youth determined to ensure it ends. But this house still has no roof, because that roof is justice, and justice for our people remains on the horizon. Every brick beneath the unfinished roof of our house tells a story. Every brick is a victory, every brick is a struggle, and every brick is a moment in our shared history. Over these decades, Haitad warriors have laid countless bricks. Haitad laid a brick in 2023 when it secured $1.4 million in federal government funding for the Armenian Relief Society Mothers and Children Home in Gyumri, supporting our families. Haitad laid a brick in 2019 when it secured $300,000 in federal government funding to establish the Armenian Resource Centre in New South Wales, an additional $300,000 just last year in 2024 to continue assisting Armenian migrants arriving to Australia. Haitad laid a brick when it secured $500,000 from the federal government in 2024 following the ethnic cleansing of Artsakh to aid our compatriots in the homeland who had been removed by Azerbaijan. Haitad laid another brick in 2024 just last year when we secured $400,000 from the Victorian government to help build Armenian community centres across Melbourne and $190,000 for the Armenian Community Centre in Western Sydney this year from the federal and New South Wales governments, all of which fortify the pillars of our diaspora. These bricks laid are only some of the many funding commitments we have secured over the years. But our advocacy wasn't simply funding. Our advocacy laid bricks of truth and moral courage. 3 debates in the Australian Federal Parliament on the Armenian genocide. The first in 2018. The first ever debate on Artsakh in the Australian Federal Parliament in 2024. Recognition of the Armenian genocide in 4 New South Wales local government areas and 3 states, New South Wales, South Australia and Tasmania. Recognition of the Republic of Artsakh in New South Wales and South Australia in 2021, which was condemned once again in 2025 by the Azerbaijani aggression. Preventing the Embassy of Azerbaijan from establishing a parliamentary friendship group in the Victorian Parliament in 2024. And forcing Transport New South Wales to remove all advertisements across Sydney train stations urging Aussies to travel to the occupied cities of Shushi weeks after it was ethnically cleansed within 24 hours. Each of these successes, every dollar raised, every recognition earned, every truth spoken in the halls of power was a brick placed into this house. But none of these bricks were placed alone. To our founders, those who built before us and whose vision created the blueprint for this house, we thank you. To our volunteers, those who stayed in meeting rooms late into the night, those who spent their weekends at a community event, those who set out chairs at community town halls, those who called politicians demanding support, those who wrote emails for Artsakh, we thank you. To those who donated, who gave what they could, who believed enough to invest in this journey, we thank you. And to each and every Aussie of Armenian descent, because we did not arrive at this 50-year milestone because of one person or one moment, but because of all of us. We thank you. For the last 4 years, I have personally been entrusted with the privilege of serving as Executive Director of this family. It is a responsibility I have carried with humility and gratitude and a deep awareness of just how unique our community is. We are a community that for the last 15 years has handed young people the tools of leadership, not when they are seasoned, but when they are willing. A community that doesn't guard its chairs, but passes on the baton, and a community that builds a generation brick by brick. Our office has been honoured, truly honoured to grow alongside you, to learn from you and to be shaped by you. We, the office, stand here tonight, thankful beyond words for the trust you place in us. As we celebrate our 50th year, I am reminded of the words of Frederick Douglass. The whole history of progress, of human liberty, shows that all concessions yet made to her August are claims born of earnest struggle. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. Our struggle, the struggle of the Armenian people, has been nothing less than this building of this house. The struggle was the work of our ancestors who carried their identity through the deserts of Derzor, across oceans and to this country girt by sea. The struggle was the look of our ancestors and the work that they laid their first bricks. The struggle was the work of every volunteer, every donor, every advocate, and every community member who helped us reach this stage. And whilst there are many more bricks to be laid, new victories, new recognitions, and new milestones, our house will continue until justice, our roof, waiting beyond the horizon, is achieved. Our founders may not have seen it. We may not see it, but belief is stronger than time. And when a people believe in a roof, no matter how distant that roof is, we will build it. One brick, one success, and one generation at a time. And one day, whether in our time or in the time of those who follow us, we will place that final beam, raise that roof, and complete the house our people have dreamt of for over a century. Douglass reminds us again, those who profess to favour freedom and yet deprecate agitation are men who want crops without ploughing the ground. They want oceans without the awful roar of its many waters. Our community continues to plough. We continue to roar and we continue to demand. And we will continue to build. Because our struggle is not a burden, it is a path to progress. Thank you for 50 years of service. Thank you for the honour of allowing me and my colleagues, past and present, to help build this house with you. And thank you for the bricks you have laid, for the roof we will one day raise together. Genats to another 50 years of Haitag. Thank you.